A slice of happiness. The allure of homemade apple pie. There is something truly special about a warm, homemade apple pie. The aroma filling your kitchen, the anticipation building as it bakes, and finally, the first delicious bite. Apple pie is a classic dessert, perfect for any occasion. It's a symbol of comfort and warmth, sure to bring smiles to everyone's faces. Whether you're a seasoned baker or just starting your baking journey, this recipe will guide you through each step. We'll focus on simple techniques and clear instructions, ensuring a successful and rewarding baking experience. Let's create a delicious apple pie that will impress your family and friends. Gathering your baking arsenal ingredients for a scrumptious apple pie. Before we start, let's gather our ingredients. It's helpful to have everything measured and ready, making the process smoother. Here's what you'll need. For the pie crust, 2½ cups all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 tablespoon sugar, 1 cup, 2 sticks, unsalted butter, chilled and diced, ½ cup ice-cold water. For the apple filling, 6 cups peeled and sliced apples, about 6 medium apples, 3/4 cup granulated sugar, 2 tablespoons all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon ground cinnamon, ½ teaspoon ground nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1 tablespoon lemon juice, 2 tablespoons unsalted butter, cut into small pieces. Crafting the perfect crust, a step-by-step guide. The foundation of a great apple pie is a flaky, buttery crust. The key is to keep everything cold. This prevents the butter from melting too quickly, resulting in a tender crust. 1. Combine dry ingredients. In a large bowl, whisk together the flour, salt and sugar. 2. Cut in the butter. Add the cold, diced butter to the flour mixture. Using a pastry cutter or your fingers, work the butter into the flour until the mixture resembles coarse crumbs. 3. Add ice water gradually. Slowly drizzle in the ice water, a tablespoon at a time, while mixing with a fork. Stop adding water when the dough just comes together. 4. Form a disc and chill. Shape the dough into a disc, wrap it tightly in plastic wrap, and refrigerate for at least 1 hour, or up to overnight. Section 4. The heart of the pie. Creating a mouth-watering apple filling. The apple filling is where you can get creative. Choose a variety of apples for a mix of textures and flavours. Granny Smith, Honeycrisp, and Golden Delicious are all excellent choices for apple pie. First, prepare the apples. Peel, core, and slice the apples thinly and evenly. Toss them with the lemon juice to prevent browning. Next, combine the dry ingredients. In a separate bowl, whisk together the sugar, flour, cinnamon, nutmeg, and salt. Then mix the filling. Add the dry ingredients to the apples and toss to coat evenly. Allow the filling to sit for about 15 minutes, allowing the apples to release some of their juices. This will help create a luscious sauce as the pie bakes. Section 5. Assembling your masterpiece, from crust to crimped edges. Now, let's put it all together. Remember to work quickly with the chilled dough to prevent it from becoming too warm. First, roll out the crust. Divide the chilled dough in half. On a lightly floured surface, roll out 1 disc of dough into a 12-inch circle. Carefully transfer it to a 9-inch pie plate. Gently press the dough into the bottom and sides of the plate. Next, add the filling. Pour the apple filling into the prepared pie crust. Dot the filling with the remaining 2 tablespoons of butter. Then create the top crust. Roll out the second disc of dough for the top crust. You can either place it over the filling as a whole or cut it into strips for a lattice design. Finally, seal and crimp. Crimp the edges of the top and bottom crusts together to seal the pie. Cut a few slits in the top crust to allow steam to escape during baking. Section 6. Baking to perfection. Achieving that golden brown crust. The final step is baking the pie to golden perfection. Follow these tips to ensure a beautifully baked crust and a bubbly apple filling. First, preheat and bake. Preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit or 220 degrees Celsius. Place the pie on a baking sheet to catch any drips. Bake for 20 minutes at this temperature. Then, reduce heat and continue baking. Reduce the oven temperature to 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius and continue baking for an additional 35 to 40 minutes, or until the crust is golden brown and the filling is bubbling. If the edges of the pie crust begin to brown too quickly, cover them loosely with aluminum foil to prevent over-browning. Section 7. Savouring the moment, cooling, serving, and enjoying your apple pie. Allow your pie to cool for at least 2 hours before slicing and serving. This will give the filling time to set, preventing it from running when you cut into the pie. Apple pie is delicious on its own, but it's even better with a scoop of vanilla ice cream or a dollop of freshly whipped cream. The warm, cinnamon-spiced apples paired with a cool, creamy topping create a symphony of flavors that will leave you wanting more. Enjoy your homemade apple pie and the satisfaction of creating a classic dessert from scratch.